Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and from our friends at Crafters Companion, we've got these wonderful Gemini stamp and die sets. This is just one example. This is one my friend Debbie made. Look at the sparkle and shine on this. We've got so much more to show you, so come back and play with us. All right, we're going to start off with, this is Sweet Roses. Here is the beautiful stamp. As you can see, it's got several greetings with love. Love is the rose that blooms forever, and then thanks a bunch. And then we've got two dies. This one goes around to cut out the entire image, and then this one goes around just to cut out the center part of the roses like this. And then we've got two dies to cut two of the three stamps, okay? So I think the idea is that you have two options to go on the card front and then one to go on the inside of the card. So here's an example of what this looks like stamped. So you can see it's really, really beautiful. And I'm going to show you a little coloring technique here, and then when you're done, I have to get the direction going in the right way. I stamped it like this, and then I'm going to show you a little tip here. You leave enough space on your surrounding paper. I used our Hunky Dory stamping paper. So it's going to go like that. So it's at an angle, and I'm going to show you on one of my other cards how I didn't quite leave enough room and how I adjusted for that little mistake. So you're going to do like this. So for me, it's a little counterintuitive. You feel like this should go up like this because that's the way it does on this card, but it is like that. All right. So here's the coloring technique I have. I've got some Tri-Blend markers. If you're not familiar with these are amazing, you guys. These are 3 pins in one. So I have got, this is bright pink, pale pink, and citrus green. And this is what they look like. They have a dark, a medium, and a light in each pen. And these are alcohol markers, so they're wonderful for blending. So this is the darkest color. Then you have the medium or mid. And what I like to do is just start in the dark color and work my way down so that you're blending those two. And then you go to the lighter shade, same thing. I start in the mid, the medium, and I go down. And you see it gives you that ombre effect that is just so nice. So I'm going to start off by coloring my leaves with this color. I like to take the darkest color first and go towards the base or the inside of the stamp. And then I'm going to kind of outline the little lines here. And then I'm going to go to the medium or mid, and I'm going to blend up from the dark. Okay, and I'm just going to color this whole thing using this medium color. Just like that. And then you can still see there's kind of that line between the light and the dark. That's okay, just go over that a little bit more, just like this. And you're just blending that out. Like that, all right? We're gonna do the same thing with this one, this rose. I want it to be kind of the feature rose, so I'm gonna start off with the darkest color on this bright pink towards the inside of each petal. Just like that. And then I'm going to go to the medium color. And I'm just going to start to blend that out. That. And then I'm going to go to the light. So you would do this on each one of these petals. And then you would just go right out to the lightest. Okay. So that's pretty much what you're doing on that one. And then on these two, I'm going to use the palest pink. And I'm going to start off with the darker shade towards the base of this rosebud. And then once again, I'm going to kind of go to the underside of these and the base right there. And I'm going to go to the medium. I'm just going to blend those out. Just like that. And then what you can kind of do is, just to jazz it up a little bit, because this one is so pale, I'm going to go back to the bright pink. I'm just going to add a little bit of bright pink to this one, just to kind of give it a little more pizzazz, like that. And I did the same thing to this one. So my finished card, you guys, looks like that. All right, same with the leaves here. So I did 2 of the pale pink, adding a little bit of that bright pink into that when I was finished coloring the pale pink. This one right here is all bright pink. Here's the difference though. For this very bright one, I've gone ahead and added 3D crystal lacquer, okay? And you can do that just on the one card, one rose if you would like, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it on the rest of these so that you can see how it looks. So once I've done this, then I went ahead and I cut this down so it goes through your machine easily. So then I went ahead and aligned this. So you want a little bit of a border going around all the roses and the leaves, just like that. Okay, then if you don't have a magnetic mat on your machine, I just used a little bit of low tack tape to tack it down. I like to tack it down in the areas that are going to get cut away, right there. And then I went ahead and ran that through my machine. And then this one right here cuts that image out again, all right? Because you're left with sort of this negative space. All that first one is doing is cutting out these. You need the other die to cut that out. All right, so then I also just used a little pink cardstock here to mat my 5 by 6.5 inch card. This is a little metallic gold that I just added right here. That was really easy to add. Then I stamp and die cut out my little with love and put that right there. So then let's go ahead and get right to how we're going to add our little crystal lacquer. So you're going to have to cut a little bit of the tip off. Don't cut too much. Experiment with how little you can cut off. And ours is like half empty here, so I'm going to wait till it runs down. Here's the thing, don't shake the bottle like I just did. I didn't shake it hard, but you don't want to shake it. It gets air bubbles in it. We don't want that. And you're just going to squeeze this out. It's pretty thick, you guys. I like to go around the outside edge first, and then I just kind of use my nozzle and work everything into the center. Let it have a little space to spread out. All right? And then you're just going to go around just like this. If possible, don't go right up to the black line or the outline of your stamp. Just give it a little space to kind of spread out. You can always go back with the nozzle and do this. Just kind of manipulate it. And then a little bit more in the center because we have a big area. And then I'm just kind of painting it with the nozzle and moving it towards the center a little bit, squeezing out a little bit more as I need. And then you should plan, now this will dry to the touch in about 2 hours. If you're going to mail it, give yourself 24 to 48 hours. Because this is why. It says it's going to dry much faster than that, but it has a tackiness to it that if you put it in an envelope after a few hours and mailed it off with all of that machinery and stuff that's going to go through, it will be tacky on your paper. So just take your time. Give it plenty of time to dry. This is not a product that you're like, quick, make a card for a friend and get it in the mail the same day. Give yourself till the next day. You'll be happier. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm just going to let that air dry on a nice flat surface, and it's going to look just like this one. I also added some little pearls, and these are the green. These are the, I can't even read that, glamorous greens. And this is a self-adhesive gemstone roll from Hunky Dory. These are so nice, you guys. They come in lots of different colors. And they're on this little roll. And what I did was I just took, I snipped some off here for you. Here we go. Took my little scissors and I cut these in half because they have an ombre effect. And I put this strip, which has the darkest ones, just peel them right off. And I adhered those to the bottom of the card. And then I took these and adhered them to the top. So you start off really, really light, medium, medium, dark. It's just a really nice collection. And we have these in multiple colors. I'll link those down below the video. All right, so I need to put this someplace flat. All right, so the next one, you guys, is the butterfly. This is the one I was talking about where I didn't leave myself enough space on my Stampin' White cardstock, and one of these corners was the edge of my paper. I was like, oh no, of course I had colored it first. So what I did was I thought, well, I'll just snip off all of the corners and it's fine. So I wanted to just show you what you could do to save it if you make an oops. So this is the beautiful butterfly. And this is what the stamp looks like. And it's got the beautiful butterfly. Oh, I'm missing a stamp. Wonder if it's home in my stamping platform. It probably is. Every day is precious. Beautiful like a butterfly, and spread your wings. And then here is that die. You get one, same as the other one, 4 dies. Okay. And then on this card, I went ahead and I used olive suede paper. If you're not familiar with suede, it's fabric on the front, paper on the back, and it die cuts beautifully, you guys. That's what I did here after matting that on blue. And then these botanicals are from Bigger Leaves and Ferns #2. This is my favorite one. And I die cut that out of both green and blue. And then I just inked the edges of all of these with pear green Prism ink. I just used the surface of them really quickly. And then here's what that image looks like when it is stamped. So let's take a look. So as you can see, once again, you're going at an angle this way. And you want to leave, they do die cut beautifully. Their register is right on the money, so you want to just like make sure there's a little even border all the way around. Okay, and let's take a look at this last one that Debbie did. Isn't this gorgeous? That's one I showed you in the opening. This is the Dragonfly Dreams. And we used Spectrum Noir markers on all of these, you guys. And for the specific colors on this, just look down below the video, and there's a list of all of them. For this one, I know I used turquoise, true blue, and dull green. And I forgot to mention, sorry Debbie, I'm going to interrupt you in a minute. For this one, I used this clear sparkle brush. Come on. There we go. And it's got this wonderful liquid in it where you just squeeze and all of this clear sparkle comes right out. Okay. And I've already done this, but see if we can see it. Look at all that sparkle. So this pen will turn any pen, watercolor or alcohol-based pen, into a sparkle pen, which I love that idea. You really just need any kind of, you can do watercolor pencils in this, and it will turn it into a sparkly image. So this is one of my favorite products. I love this one. All right, back to Debbie. So here is the dragonfly. Here's the beautiful dragonfly stamp. Here we go. With all of our little greetings, make this moment beautiful, especially for you. Chase your dreams. And then Debbie colored hers, but first she gold embossed her image. Okay, I stamped all of mine with alcohol-proof ink, and she used this beautiful gold embossing powder on hers. Beautiful. And then colored that in with tri-blend markers, and then did a little bit of an embellishment here using these purple diamond sparkles, purple passion little gems. So pretty. And for her background, you guys, on this card right here, she created her own background using Pixie Sparkles. We've used these many times before, where you sprinkle them out onto your cardstock and then activate them with just misting water over them. She used Groovy Grape, Molten Gold, and Zesty Lime. Gorgeous. Well done, Debbie. So you guys, we have a fantastic money saver on all 3 of these. I would definitely encourage you to check that out. It's if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, it's right over there. If you want to know all the items that we used and you want to add this or that to your cart, just look down below the video. If you're watching us on YouTube, we haven't forgot about you. There is a link below the video in the description box. Just click on that and it'll take you to our Paper Wishes webisode page where you can see everything I just mentioned. And hey, while you're there, subscribe and a thumbs up. Really helps people find our channel. We do 4 to 5 videos a week and we wouldn't want you to miss a thing. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.